Hello, everybody, and welcome to WDW Radio Live. I am Lou Mongello, and this is the WDW newscast for Wednesday, May 21st, 2014. I am here to help you have the best possible Disney vacation experience and bring you a little bit of Disney magic wherever you are with this live broadcast and interactive chat every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern right here at WDWRadioLive.com. Also, visit the website over at WDWRadio.com for the audio podcast, new videos, blog, my Walt Disney World trivia books, audio tours, free mobile app, newsletter, events, and so much more. Again, you can find everything over at WDWRadio.com. I want to start off the show by giving a quick thanks to so many of you who have posted such great reviews for my new book, 102 Ways to Save Money for and at Walt Disney World on Amazon and on iTunes. People like JCH said, great tips for saving money for first-timers and seasoned pros. Imagine all the extra Dole Whips I can buy with my saved money. Tom B said, great ideas, highly recommended. Honestly, one of the best books about Walt Disney World I've ever read. And NJ Baritone said, over the years, Lou Mongello has turned me on from just a Disney lover to a full-fledged Disney expert. I recommend 102 Ways. Some of the tips can be applied to all kinds of travel. Some are real gems that even frequent park visitors may not know. Tip, download the ebook and take it to the parks with you. Again, for more information, to see sample pages and to purchase the book, visit Disney102.com. All right, let's get into this week's Walt Disney World news, and get ready, kids, because you're about to pull an all-nighter at the Magic Kingdom again. As you remember, last year, Disney had the monstrous summer all-nighter on May 24th. The year prior, as part of One More Disney Day, they had 24 hours in the Magic Kingdom and over at Disneyland and Disney California Adventure. Well, they are doing it again for 24 hours, May 23rd and 24th, as Rock Your Disney Side starts at 6 a.m. Friday and ends at 6 a.m. Saturday at Walt Disney World as well. Also, at Disneyland Park in California and Disney's California Adventure Park. If you are a Floridian and have kids, this is pretty good timing. Some of the public schools are getting out on May 29th, and with Maleficent opening in theaters May 30th, everything just sort of came together perfectly because the Magic Kingdom is going to be spotlighting Disney villains in this year's Rock Your Disney Side event, including Maleficent. You're going to see people like Cruella de Vil, the Big Bad Wolf, Stromboli, Bowler Hat Guy is going to be out from Meet the Robinsons throughout the park, and the It's Good to Be Bad electrical cavalcade preceding the Main Street Electrical Parade. And you, yes, you, are being encouraged to dress up as your favorite villain or hero and be part of the fun too. There's also going to be nighttime dancing around the castle and Frontierland, an Incredibles Super Dance Party, hashtag that, and special screenings of The Incredibles inside the Magic Kingdom. The cool thing is, the Rock Your Disney Side event is not a hard-ticketed event. It's included with your regular park admission. So what I want to do this week, and I'm going to watch for people who are inside the chat room, I want to see who maybe is going and talk to you a little bit more, give you sort of a planning guide, and share some tips if you are going to this year's Rock Your Disney Side 24-hour event. So it starts technically at 6 a.m. on Friday, May 23rd, although there will be a short welcome ceremony about 5:50, 5:45 a.m. on Friday. Tip number one, if you plan on doing all 24 hours, get there early, because believe it or not, it's going to be very, very crowded about 5 o'clock in the morning with people waiting to get in and be part of all 24 hours. 6 a.m., a special edition of the Welcome Show as heroes and villains make their way into the Magic Kingdom. 10 o'clock, the Move It, Shake It, Celebrate Street Party is going to have Disney heroes. 12 o'clock, the Disney Festival of Fantasy Parade. 1:30, Move It, Shake It, Celebrate It is going to feature the Disney villains. 3 o'clock, 3:30, another Festival of Fantasy Parade. From 4:30 to 10 p.m., there's going to be that Incredibles Super Dance Party over at the Rocket Tower Plaza stage in Tomorrowland. 5:45, Move It, Shake It, Celebrate It again. And this time, the characters are going to be determined by your vote throughout the day. So it's going to be a very sort of interactive thing, as Disney's going to be watching your tweets and Facebook posts and online voting to determine what characters are going to be out for that second parade. I really like that. Very cool on Disney to make it much more interactive and you sort of being part of the experience. 8:45 is Celebrate the Magic Castle Projection Show. Wishes at 9. Celebrate the Magic again at 9:45. Then there's at 11 o'clock, the Disney Villains Pre-Parade. It's good to be bad, about 15 minutes prior to the Electrical Parade. And then at 11 o'clock, until who knows when, the half of Fairy Tale Princess Hall becomes Scary Tale Hall with Maleficent and the Queen from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. The other half, Anna and Elsa. And I'm sure the lines will still be long. What else? You got 11:45, another Celebrate the Magic Castle show, another Electrical Parade at 1 o'clock in the morning. We're not even done yet. 1:45, all the villains take over all the different character greeting locations throughout the park. So where Aladdin and Jasmine are going to appear in Adventureland during the day, forget it. Jafar is going to be there instead. Dr. Facilier, who I dig as a walk-around character, is going to take the place of Princess Tiana, and then Captain Hook is going to take the place for Peter Pan. Lots more of those substitutions going on throughout the park. 2 o'clock to 5:45 a.m. Load up on your caffeine at Starbucks. Disney's Up All Night Dance Party is going to be at the castle and the Frontierland stage. And then 5:50 a.m., a full 24 hours later, a very special Kiss Goodnight at the railroad station in Town Square. Somebody said, Kathy RN in the boxes, I'm talking about the character meet and greets, says the lines are going to be scary. I see what you did there. As far as attractions, some attractions will be open for the full 24 hours. Others are operating on a reduced schedule, some with a little bit of maintenance windows in between. Check the park map for specific times and attractions. Let's get to the cool stuff, because for 24 hours, a man's got to eat, and so does a woman, and so does everybody else. So there will be a lot of breakfast locations opened up throughout the day, as well as a lot of counter service locations. More importantly, there will be some specialty items once again during the 24 hours. I have photos of some of them, courtesy of Disney. So, for example, you'll be able to get a poisoned apple waffle sundae at Sleepy Hollow Refreshments. The lunching pads are going to have an Olaf souvenir cup with a specialty beverage. You'll also get the same thing at Friar's Nook. Gaston's Tavern is going to have a princess-themed cupcake. The bakery is going to have a Maleficent cupcake, a Frozen-themed cupcake, and the Olaf carrot cupcake. They look so good you could almost eat them, because that's the idea. The Plaza Ice Cream is going to have a Mickey's Kitchen Sink sundae. Storybook Treats is going to have a poisoned apple shortcake sundae. And throughout a number of kiosks, you're also going to be able to find villains and hero-themed cotton candy. So you choose pink or blue, heroes or villains. Now, let's talk about getting there and getting home. If you are going to be at a Walt Disney World Resort Hotel, buses begin at 5:15 a.m. on Friday, continue throughout the 24 hours. So if you can't make it all, want to go back and take a little nap, that's cool. The resort launches also start at 5:15. If you're coming by car, the TTC, Transportation and Ticket Center, opens at 4:30 a.m. It's funny when you say it out loud. And the ferry boat and monorail is going to begin at 5:15. The Resort Monorail, Express Monorail, all going to begin at 5:15. The Epcot Monorail operates from 8 a.m. on the 23rd to 1 a.m. on the 24th, then from 3:30 a.m. on the 24th to 11 p.m. later that day. So there's a lot going on. People are saying Disney calories don't count. They're looking for the baked goods. There's a lot going on, and they continue to sort of increase what they're doing year after year. So we have a couple of tips that I want to give to you guys if you are planning on going. I've been to one, not both, of the 24-hour events. You guys know this already. You know, I think it's less about the attractions while you're there than the environment, than the people. So, you know, take a billion photos. You're not going to run out of film, I promise. And to that point, make sure you bring your external battery or charger. There's tons of charging stations throughout the park. If you don't have your charger or battery, don't forget about the charging stations at places like in Fantasyland by Rapunzel's Tower, and in Tomorrowland, they also have the charging little booths that you can put your phone in for free and come back and get it in a secure box later on. Again, look into doing all the special activities. A lot of special characters going to be out. A lot of things I think that aren't even on the list that are going to be going on. Wear comfortable clothes and comfortable shoes. You're going to be on your feet. You're going to be moving for 24 hours, or better yet, go in costume. So anybody who's in the box right now, who may be going, are you planning on going in costume? And again, if you are, make sure you visit Disney.com to find out all the costume guidelines. So, for example, you cannot have your face covered. You cannot sort of try and be impersonating a Disney character or, taking photos with guests or signing autographs as a Disney camera. Stan Solo says the Parks blog says they will have web cameras running like they did last year. So if you can't make it there live in person, you can watch it live for all 24 hours from the comfort of your couch or bed or desk or wherever it may be. Also, check the weather too. See if it gets chilly at night. See if there's a potential for rain. Again, make sure you obviously plan ahead in terms of what you're going to bring. Bring a backpack with lots of extra stuff for you. Also, we have a great article up on WDWRadio.com today, How to Survive Rock Your Disney Side. Blake Taylor did an awesome article. He's been there in the past, really shares some great tips to really maximize your time and your experience at this year's Rock Your Disney Side event. So I want to know from people who are in the box now, are you going? Are you planning on going to the Rock Your Disney Side event? And the question I have for you is why, right? What is it about the event that makes you want to go? Is it bragging rights to say that you were there for all 24 hours? Is it just to see what Disney has planned? Is it to ride the rides? Is it to hopefully get in to see Anna and Elsa without the 5-hour wait? What is it that is bringing you or attracting you to the 24 hours? And if you're listening, I'd love for you to comment either on the show notes or over on YouTube or tweet me at Lou Mongello or Facebook.com/WDW Radio. Cousin of Miami says, I'm going to be watching live on the internet. Beatrice is going because she wants to see the evil cavalcade before the nighttime parade. I'm with you. That's the kind of stuff, the things that they are doing that are going to be unique to this event is the stuff that I would like to see. Stan Solo says, include a sleeping bag in your costume. Go as the kid from Up. PGH87 says, everything sounds too good to miss. Sean Disney says, you're in the Magic Kingdom for 24 hours. What can't you love? A lot of people sad that they can't make it out to either Walt Disney World and or Disneyland, because I know some people do basically 24 hours coast to coast. They'll go to Walt Disney World, and then they'll get on a plane, try and head out to Disneyland for part of their events, too. Shoemaker says, I want to see the sunrise over the castle. And Key Lime 26 said, who wouldn't want to spend 24 hours in the most magical place on Earth? Tink Crazy says, I want to go so bad. Beatrice can't wait to see all the extra characters. And yes, Hino fam, it does seem as though the Disney Parks blog will be live streaming throughout the entire event. So what I want to know, too, is who really is going to plan on spending and staying up all 24 hours? Listen, it's funny because we've done it in the past, right? Years before this took place, WDW Radio, we did a 24-hour live event and live broadcast in the parks. When that wasn't enough, we did 40 hours. I'll never do that again. But I like the idea that Disney is doing this. They're sharing it with people who can't be there by allowing them to watch online. They're going to make it interactive for the people who are there, helping to determine what characters are going to be there as well. Kathy RN says, stake out your nap spots. And Becky says, I'm still recovering from the 40-hour show, which I believe was 2, maybe 3 years ago. Beatles Girl is going to stay up online. Is Ohana's open 24 hours? No. So again, visit this. When you go there, you'll see they'll have a list of all the different restaurants that are going to be open, as well as attractions. Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom will be going most of the night as well, too. There are quick service and table service restaurants. The table service restaurants don't seem to be open 24 hours, but they are going to have sort of a rotating schedule. So you'll always be able to find something to eat somewhere. And AC the Disney Geek says, I'm going to try and watch every minute online. So Scholar and Jen says, I'll be there in spirit, but I got to make some money so I can spend it at Star Wars weekends. That's right. That is going on too. A lot of good stuff happening right now. Anyway, if you want more information, visit Disney.com. Check out the Disney Parks blog. Visit WDWRadio.com for our survival guide to Rock Your Disney Side. And make sure you use the hashtag RockYourDisneySide on Twitter as well. Also, a couple of quick reminders as long as we're talking about special events. Don't forget, we've got special events coming up in just a couple of weeks. I'll be in Roanoke, Virginia for Mousecammeets, June 12th and 13th. And the Thursday prior, I'll be speaking to the Public Relations Society of America. You can visit mousecammeets.com to get tickets for that event. And tickets are now on sale and going fast for the land portion of our Neverland and Sea event. It is going to take place at the Atlantic Dance Hall on the weekend right before our cruise on the Disney Dream. And if you want to come in, there's still availability. You can still get a cabin there. Visit wdwradio.com/Neverland14 and be part of the fun and be part of the live broadcast that we're going to tape and record while we're there at Atlantic Dance Hall. And I promise you, you never know who might show up. A lot of surprises in store as well. Also, visit the events page over at wdwradio.com and visit LouMongello.com to find out some other places I'll be speaking throughout the year as well. And be sure and come back next week and tell your friends to come and join the fun too. Let them be one of the box people right here at WDW Radio Live. I'm Lou Mongello. Thanks so very much for watching. Have a great time at the Rock Your Disney Side event, and I will see you next week. Have a great week, everybody. See ya.